Hey guys, I wanted to drop a short behind the scenes video of something I shot towards the end of 2019. I ended up linking up with my team, which consisted of model Guadalupe Noguera, makeup artist Christian Taylor, and designer Marlene Costell. A lot of you are asking for more videos showing how I develop my concepts, how I post my models, and just overall behind the scenes videos. In this video in particular, there wasn't really much planning done prior to shooting. I think there were some concepts thrown around as far as styling and makeup. However, towards the end of the day, our concept ended up changing drastically. I believe that we had initially began with something soft and sensual. As we actually met up and ended up looking through the designer's wardrobe and seeing what worked best and what the model liked best, initial concept just kind of went out the window. In this case, we ended up landing with this piece, two-piece, which was a pair of pants and a suit that you see her wearing. And I think she really enjoyed it, and once she tried it on, she kind of knew that this was the piece that she wanted to shoot. So our concept ended up changing drastically, and again, the reason why I wanted to post a video like this was because to this day, a lot of my photo shoots that were just kind of spontaneous, last minute, and on set, just kind of thinking and brainstorming, happened to be some of my favorite images. This being one of them, of course. And in this case, like I mentioned earlier, we kind of just ended up just going along with the flow and seeing where, I guess, anything took us, and the vibe and our creativity kind of took us. So I really like this piece as a really statement piece. I believe one of the girls had mentioned that this looks like something that Lady Gaga would wear because it looks so empowering and so strong and really just kind of out of this world. So I really enjoyed that. And if you know me, that's kind of the stuff that I really like to shoot. Something that you wouldn't really see somebody normal wearing it just on the street. So I think this piece suited really well. As far as location, we kind of ended up on the rooftop, mostly because we had originally thought about shooting in Chinatown. However, after thinking it, of course, with this such a strong statement piece, I didn't really see it fitting in Chinatown. I wanted something a little bit more grandesque in a sense, and the designer actually mentioned that we could shoot in the rooftop, which I was initially very hesitant on, mostly because I didn't want to be that cliche photographer that you see that shoots in rooftops, and it's a very common thing to see people photograph. They commonly want to go onto rooftops and shoot in front of the skyline and I just do that whole thing, and I really wanted to stay away from that. However, again, in our case, we were very pressed on time, and this shoot, I think we only had about 2 hours to kind of get everything done. And that included doing makeup and wardrobe, so we didn't really have too much time to kind of execute everything. So again, it was kind of on the fly and just kind of winging it and see how we felt about everything. I ended up deciding to, of course, I should go ahead and shoot in the rooftop and just kind of put my own twist on it. And if you look at the final image, you'll see that I did take a little bit of artistic expression as far as editing. However, we did have really nice clouds going on, and it really kind of emphasized to making her look a little bit more greater than life and bigger than life poses and strengths and so on. So we talked a little bit as far as poses, and I really like to direct my models, and I think that's very important so that they get a sense as to what I'm working with and how they should pose and so on. However, for the most part, a lot of the models just kind of already have seen most of my work and kind of see how I work and what I want out of a look. So a lot of it is kind of a given already, and they already kind of know how to come in and serve me looks in a sense. After a while, we ended up getting a few shots of her standing up and getting a lot of the background and the skyline on there as well to kind of emphasize, like I mentioned earlier, being larger than life, kind of rock star kind of a theme going here. and I think she wore the outfit quite well. For pieces like this, you kind of have to be careful that the pieces don't end up wearing the model, so you got to make sure that you have a model that is able to really bring out their character and emphasize their emotions through movements and of course looks as well. So we kind of went through the images and see what we liked, and once we realized that we had a lot of different images, we moved on to a different position. She actually went ahead and suggested that she kind of sit on the ledge, made everybody kind of nervous, but it worked out pretty nicely. If you look at the final images, I think in this case we kind of got rid of the skyline and just kind of focused on the sky, which I have found to be my theme as of recently. So she did a really great job. As nervous as we all were, I think she absolutely killed it. So if you want to take a look at the final images, go ahead and check out my Instagram. I'll put it right here on the screen for you to go ahead and check out and let me know what you think. I want to go ahead, of course, thank the creatives that helped me put the shoot together. The model, Guadalupe, the makeup artist, Christian Taylor, and the designer as well. Couldn't have done it without them. Always be sure to thank your team, because I personally would not be able to do it without them. So if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button. I hope to be developing more of these videos as we move along and get more time to edit and so on. So thanks for watching, and make sure you follow and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.